So for me to be successful at sales, and I've done this throughout my career, I hyper focus on staffing in the restaurants, which is another really important KPI. Not sure what other brands are doing, but for me, we look at staffing every single day. We study staffing. We work very hard in doing our projections for sales, our forecast, and if you can do that well, you can always be properly staffed for the shift and the day and the week. And I believe a lot of our success has come from properly staffing the restaurants. I think the philosophy works for everybody because I think we would all agree when you go out now, post COVID, your worst experiences are because they're understaffed, whether it's
Right.
in the heart of
Absolutely.
the house and anybody in the industry, I can see in pretty quick if they have enough people on the floor or not.
Hmm.
I was at a
Hmm.
very nice restaurant last Sunday for brunch with some friends, and our waiter, who was super nice, I felt bad for him because he had too many tables. He
Oh,
just
yeah.
he just couldn't keep up. So it can
Right.
be very brand damaging not to be ready. But we're event driven more than other brands. Our biggest events are our pay per view boxing matches and pay per
Sure.
view UFC fights. And we have an event planner where we staff by position and it has to be reviewed by the multi unit leaders. And we make sure that we are properly staffed. So if you come into one of our restaurants during a large event, our expectation is that you'll feel like it's Tuesday lunch. Have seamless service, you'll have quick service, the restaurant will be clean. And the only way to do that is to make sure that you're ready for the event and that you have enough people. We're trying to drive check averages. And if you don't
Hmm.
have enough people, if you don't have enough people on, you can't drive a check average because people get
Mm.
frustrated. They get frustrated and cash out and go. We're able to drive our PPA every single year up, not through menu increases, but because we're staffed well and we get a higher PPA. Because customers stay
Yeah.
longer, have a better time, more repeat business.
Mm.
Service typically is one. If the restaurant isn't operating properly, you'll end up with low service scores. Then you end up with low value scores. I mean, it impacts everything across the board. So it'll point it out, and then as a leadership team, we can then go to that unit and try to focus on where they're not getting it right, where they're failing, and support them in a way that we can get them back on track and get their guest feedback scores back up, positive